like such a different world when you get like, and it's not even that far away. But
drive 4 hours, you're in Cuba.
Yeah, and you go somewhere, you go like Lower Alabama, right here where we're at in Destin, Florida. You go from here to Miami. It's two different worlds.
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely.
It's but they're two fun worlds. You know, they're two good worlds. And even Tampa. Like I said, I built some projects in Tampa several a year, and I never known anybody to go out or like hang out with. That's why I don't know anything about. I've always heard a bunch of strip clubs there, and I heard, I've never really heard a bunch of bad stuff about it. I have an ex that lives around there. But like I said, Alex, I knew her, and I was tired, dude. I was so tired that night, and she had mentioned something about you. I didn't know you were in the club, but I was like, hell, it'd be nice when it was like a guy. I was like, cool, that'll be cool to like meet somebody down here, because I am down there a lot, and I do like to go and like meet people and do shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was about to go to that place. That was really cool.
What I was told is that you're going somewhere else, and I was like, nah, bring your friend here, and like it'll be a good time. You know what I mean? Like our Thursdays are crazy because it's our college night, which is when you went and
Yeah, was it Thursday?
yeah, it's out of control.
And what's the name of this place?
Tangra?
Tangra? Tangra?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Tangra.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was I didn't know where I was at when I was trying to tell people about it.
So I've been involved in Tampa nightlife for a long time with different projects and stuff. When they opened Tangra, because I wasn't around when they first started it, so I got involved a month in, and it was based because of I looked at the place and I was like, okay, like it's in Ybor. Ybor's an area that's kind of coming back into Tampa, but I've always been in like South Tampa. You know what I mean? South Tampa, downtown, kind of like that's what we did, which is you get a better crowd. It's just different than what Ybor was for a lot of years. Obviously,
I've always heard about Ybor, and I heard totally different things than what I saw. Okay, like
yeah, no, absolutely.
People still probably wouldn't believe you. You know, that live there.
Yeah.
Right now, you know.
When I first showed up to that club, I was like, okay, this club is like amazing. It has a lot of potential, but they don't have a face. They're not targeting the right demographic because the people that started it are from Portland.
Portland and Vegas.
Yeah.
Really?
So
that's interesting.
Obviously, they're coming into a new town. They don't know anyone. They don't know anything. So they hire whoever showed up to an interview. You know what I mean? When I opened something before, I literally handpicked whoever's going to work at the place because I know what they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah. Right.
So it kind of like I started making changes when I got involved. Obviously, I got involved in the marketing level at the beginning, and then I was like, okay, this place is going to kill it because people started hitting me up. Where is that? And I felt like South Tampa lost the fear of coming back to Ybor and started changing the DJs, changing like bottle servers, bartenders, and then it became what it did. Yeah.
Because I don't know what it was like before, but I know when I walked
was there
in,
from the beginning.
Yeah?
He was.
Day one.
And how long have you been in Tampa?
I've been in Tampa since college, I guess, so about 15 years now. I went back and forth a lot to New York City, where I'm from, but I mean, mostly been here since college started.
How'd y'all two connect?
From Tinker. I actually wanted to fire him. I was telling him the other day because I was like, I don't know who that guy is. Well, I was like, I don't know who that guy is. You know what I mean? So like, obviously he doesn't, because he's the VIP manager. So I was like, I want to bring my guy that I usually work with, and sadly that guy started putting like this like conditions to work when he's always worked for me.
He
like
thought
that.
he had you.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Maybe Steven's good. And
Doubt it.
the more I get to know him now, it's like I realized that I needed that. I actually needed new blood in the team. You know what I mean? Like, because when you know everyone too, it becomes a problem. Just because like hookups and it's like, oh, I know that guy. Like he's gonna give me a discount for everything when they don't know him like that.
Exactly.
So it's easier for him to be an asshole, basically.
Exactly.
And bro, I can't go to the door. If I go to the door, I get pulled 30 different places, and it's like, oh, get me in for free, do this, you know what I mean? And that's what happens in Tampa. Is everyone's a VIP now in South Tampa, so everybody's entitled. Like it's crazy.
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine, but yeah, that's
Every girl thinks they're the hottest girl ever, so they deserve to like.
I got that vibe a little bit that night.
It's kind of like that. I mean, not on Thursdays because Thursdays is more college, A lot of those kids are from
Orlando or something. Was there a bunch of people from Orlando that night?
It's UT. So basically, UT, like all the students are from up north. So they're
UT,
from New
like
York,
Tennessee?
New Jersey,
University of Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, what the hell? Why UT?
It's 5 minutes
How north
away.
are we talking?
Yeah.
I forget that you guys are not from Tampa. So like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're,
so-
we're learning that.
yeah. So yeah, Tampa's a good market. Like I said, I mean, it just takes the right place to open up and at the right time. Like I said, American Social, when they opened, they moved that concept that was in Brickell, that was in
How long
Las
have
Olas.
they been around?
17.
Really?
17. Yeah, 17. I mean, they were killing it. There was just a little disconnect on like I said, not knowing the market that well.
They're not from. They're not from Tampa.
No, they're. I think they're actually from somewhere North Florida, but they opened Miami. I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I know they had Las Olas first, and then they opened Brickell, Tampa. Now they have Orlando as well. So, I mean, they do a great job. I mean, it's a solid team. Is they trying to keep it as a, even though it's a bigger place, and I mean the property they got in Tampa is huge.
Yeah.
It's right next to Jackson's, so I was involved in Jackson's for a long time, and it was the #1 party in Tampa for a while. And they opened next door. We actually pulled out of Jackson's because of them, because the landlord, Jackson's has been in there for a long time, and they have a 50-year lease.
Really?
50-year
Yeah,
lease.
so obviously the landlords, somebody else bought the place, and that lease came attached to it. They don't want them there because they can get so much more money from somebody else now.
Right.
And District 3 was this big place that was popping at the time, but they didn't have a solid party, so we decided to move that party that was at Jackson's for a long time over there. It worked, and then Bill Gates and the owner of the Lining, Vinnick, they're doing this development in Tampa called Water Street. So they actually purchased the property from the owner of District 3, and a month into it, they were like, I sold the place, bye, basically. So I was
Really?
like, so it was bad. And what happened after that? I think Water was opening up. So Water is like, used to be
Hogan's Beach.
Huggins. But the city had a lot of problems with sound in that area, because they were doing like basically festival shows over there.
Really?
At Cruella.
How big is that? How big was that place?
Cruella played here.
Right now the
Nice.
capacity is like 2,500.
How much capacity do you have at your place?
I mean, legally only like 700.
There,
not
yeah,
saying- I'm not
we were
saying-
we were a little above that last time I was there.
I'm not saying.
No,
I'm not,
I was at the door. We weren't over,
maybe
but it just
we
looked like
had
it.
704 people. Like, I'm not gonna say how many people we had. Or
No, yeah.
We were the
like,
four.
Yeah. I'm sure there
We
wasn't
waited till
there
4
wasn't more than
o'clock.
700 there at one time, but
Yeah.
I know that throughout the whole night I saw a shitload of people.
Yeah, there was
It's
there was
nice
a
that we
lot.
have
I
three.
mean,